Shh, don't tell anybody. There isn't enough politics in poetry, so we thought we would bring a bit of it to you, but we're not here tonight in candidacy for any political office. We're here for the politics of your body, your mind, and your spirit. In order to love life, we must love living, and live love like losing it would look like we have no life left to live. If we can give as good as we get, then we've got a gift worth giving. We're living proof that three guys who aren't into heavy lifting can still raise the roof. It's mind over matter. As a matter of fact, we always lack that stubborn confidence. It's as if all the pretty boys of the world had a lot of it stuffed into their pack. So like Corey Feldman in the Goonies, we're taking it back. We're taking it all back, because the fact that it was taken away the first day we set foot in school makes a fool out of the men we are today. There's no way we'll ever let that happen again. Because when you give away your freedom, you're giving away yourself. It's like putting your dreams on a shelf that you'll never reach, regardless of remembering you once dreamt you'd be a giant among men. You'll never reach those heights again, especially if you're willing to cut yourself short then. They say stand up, stand out, stand in line, stand at attention, stand to be heard, stand to deliver, and whatever you do, don't stand for it. But here I stand, and many nights out of the week, this is my living. This is what I do to pay all my bills and to feel like a human being. And just like everyone else who stands for 9, 10, 12 hours a day, just like them, at the end of the night, when I take off my shoes, the only reason my socks smell like shit is because I've been kicking ass all day. Maybe someday they'll display our footwear in a museum and tell you how many miles we walked in our own shoes. How many times we painted the blues red with the blood we bled on stages when our wages were comprised of merely a bottle of beer and a space to crash. We do this because we love this. And in order to love life, we must love living, and live love like losing it would look like we have no life left to live. We give each show everything we've got, because you're the ones that get us going. We're all separate dreams growing into one another. We sing ourselves back into each other like lullabies, making our eyes clamp shut like bear traps around the ankles of sweet dreams. We're old variations on new themes as streams of consciousness run into an ocean of understanding, where we're handing ourselves apologies to pit against our regret, trying to teach ourselves to be happy with what we've got, because maybe we are all we get.
Holy shit, that's trippy. So trippy. I was just thinking about the same thing, like on the plane. About 6 hours ago. That's really trippy, Mike. That's trippy.
That's some trippy shit.
I am tripping balls right now. Whoa. It's really trippy.
So trippy. So trippy. So trippy. Trippy.
The traffic light is trippy.
The white man crosswalk is trippy.
The snake bus and serpent train is trippy.
Trippy the bagel.
Trippy the donut hole.
Trippy the pigeon, the crow.
The skunk and the squirrel.
Trippy.
Oh, trippy the concrete and glass bowl surrounding an artificial grass field.
The dumpsters of the food courts overflowing with lost stuffing are trippy.
Trippy the day in, day out, sweat slog and drunken dance routine. Trippy the newsstand, blithely meditating on the mantra, disaster. Trippy the pinstriped plastic, the army baseball, the gossip between gospels, the doctors who drive home drunks and the doctors who drive home drunk. Trippy the eye fuck. The sweet squirm. The unspoken love story happening everywhere at the center of the universe. The fall leaf is trippy.
Styrofoam walking midnight's windy streets home is trippy.
Oh, trippy the bad trip. Trippy the learning journey that ends in death. The unknown unknowable. The life apocalyptic. The waste.
And the wasted.
Swimming in a vibrating cesspool orgy of neon.
The junkie is trippy.
The space cadet is trippy.
The nose bloody toilet is trippy.
Trippy the whirling dervish of junk. The ocean-sized ring wetting us to death. Trippy the space race unending all these Monday morning kings parade of lost souls. The anthill is trippy. Trippy the bad trip? That is good. Trippy the ecstasy of cheddar.
Trippy the tube injecting light into eyes.
Trippy
The hug. The heartfelt polyrhythm. The arms binding bodies together. Trippy the suburbs.
in the countrysides.
The lost palette of the pastures.
Dense air of the trees.
Beef tanks and milk crates by the roadside.
Fire!
It's trippy.
Water is trippy.
Is trippy. Who digs the trip is the trip.
Because digging is trippy.
It totally is.
Trippy the worms.
And the monarchs.
Trippy the migrating bellies of birds.
Trippy the buzz. In my sternum. Oh. Trippy, the dancer who always keeps time with now.
Trippy.
And there's no chamois in it. It's nothing to get embarrassed about. We all get dirt in our crinkles. And every smile carries an undertone of stinkweed. Even cabbages need patching. And even saints' lips moisten at body thoughts. Even volcanoes blush when they have gas. And even beets get scared when they piss blood red. Clouds hate that they cry. Mountains feel awkward all the time. Trees just can't seem to wake up, and brooks won't stop babbling even when rivers roar at them, while the ocean feels bloated and misunderstood as the moon's cosmetic neuroses push it around. Stars resent the fact that we say they twinkle. Vacuums would tell you that we are all allergic to dust, except for they keep choking on hairballs. Kittens would love nothing more than to maul our gooey eyes if they weren't always orphaned at birth. Orcas are birthing biohazards because we've exposed them to secondhand smokestacks, and more people are feeling homeless, but no matter how hard they chew on their hot water pipes, they can't figure out why. Meanwhile, an undiscovered man in the Amazon dreams of metal birds and a spear that hunts them. A child in Seattle lies awake plotting her escape into the Cascades. An orangutan in Borneo sits with the fear that war is the only option remaining. And a glacier in Svalbard shakes restless, but still feels sluggish. Remember, every soldier hates the first draft. All teapots suffer from heartburn. And even dolphins get genital warts because barnacles keep attaching themselves to everything, and butterflies' wings might tire of speaking yes, 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 yes! But still, they flap. And I have seen how often love is made with whips and chains, and flowers raise their heads out of beds of shit and rotten flesh, but these paintings want you to touch them. They want to stain you shades of jailbreak, take you as their final palette. They want you to feel how greasy their skin gets when you call them beautiful. And there's no chamois in it. Nothing to get embarrassed about, just touch the Picasso. Touch it. Touch it. And now, a word from our sponsors.
Somewhere just beyond the horizon sounds the echo of a bell as the old shortwave radios whisper their Rogers in response, and a Mountain Dew collects on the bricks of a White Castle while you settle yourselves in for a second cup of coffee. The Saturn of your mind filters these cosmopolitan images into the apple of your eye, informing the world around you. These are the days of miracle and wonder, as cannons shoot countless Panavisions across our universal Technicolor canvas. An X on the right corner will not close these windows, and this may not be PC, but they are trying to tell us something. There will be no Quiznos after this, but take note. Product placement is everywhere. It's like a Powerade to marketing, it nestles itself into everything. But at CK, there's no point feeling blue about it. There's a craft to making everyone a target that has been practiced for infinity.
As a candidate for some portion of your body, mind, and spirit, I am looking to represent you or some part of your funny bone. That is my candidacy. That is what I enjoy doing for the people, be you Canadian or American or, well, any can. I would like to introduce to you all my friends here tonight, but I'll introduce you to Shane and Johnny. This is the portion of our show where we like to bring out your funny bone. Your funny bone, you can't actually pull it out, but you can let it scream from wherever it is on you, and then let it permeate out, and it comes out as laughter, which is the most beautiful part of the funny bone. What we're going to do right now is we're going to generate on the spot haiku for you. We call this the haiku d'etat, we are going to generate haiku one word at a time. And so you will give us a one-word topic, and we will try to generate a haiku with it. So if we could get someone to yell out, Sherry, would you listen for the right word and then tell us what that word is as people yell out words on the count of 3? 1, 2, 3.
Peace!
Board.
Vagina.
Stegosaurus.
Vagina.
No complaints there. We start with Shane.
Tasty.
Board.
Fruit.
Made
Of
Organic.
pleasure.
For
All.
Mouths.
and
People.
Yeah.
17 syllables, that is a good haiku by Canadian
All right.
measuring standards.
Let's try and. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I was just wondering, maybe could we do one prepared one each across the board?
Oh, yes.
Get warmed up with everybody,
Yes,
and then do another one or two.
absolutely, yeah. Good warm-ups, yeah.
Am I starting?
Sure.
Is that really? Oh,
I can
God.
start.
Oh,
I can start.
God.
I'll start.
Okay.
Would you like me to start? I'll start. All right. I am Mike McGee. I love women And I love women and free food. Running makes me sad. Thank you.
I like that one.
Running makes me sad too, Mike.
That'd be a good sequel to that movie. Running makes me sad too. Yeah.
Cigarettes hurt babies. It's a good thing. Smoking makes you impotent.
This is the part where I get to look like an asshole. I'm prepared to give you an example of why slam poets have completely ruined the haiku for humanity. Fisting for futures. The new abstinence movement. Maybe it's a stretch.
Okay, so now it is time for us to generate some new haiku. I'll start. If we could get the audience to yell out some words, and we'll have Sherry D choose one for us. Now!
Contraception.
Asparagus.
Beluga.
Contraception.
Contraception.
It's very difficult.
Contraception.
I kind of want to do contraception beluga. I feel like.
Does someone feel as though they can start it, or should I just go? Condoms
Work.
Sometimes.
unfortunately,
Not.
No.
Yeah, now.
because
I.
Blew it. That was too nice. I think that works.
I think that works. I think that works. All right. Oh, because you blew it. You blew. Yeah. Oh, that's smart. He's so smart. All right. Yeah. All right. We'll try one more. And if it's amazing, then we'll definitely end on that note. And if it sucks, we'll do another. All right. On the count of three, yell out some words for Sherry D. 1, 2, 3.
Virgins.
Rhinos.
Rooster.
Asparagus.
Asparagus.
Start with Johnny.
Stinky.
Urine.
Is
A.
Sign.
that
You've.
Eaten.
asparagus?
Recently.
That one's so good. I think we're going to end on that note, ladies and gentlemen. We'll just end up ruining it from there.
I got one for us too, so.
Okay.
How are your livers?
Quivering.
Excellent.
Quivering excellent. Okay, good. That's what I like to hear.
We are the hungry dogs. Dance and dance and twirl around again and again. The reaper will reap all that he sows. Every breath in comes with an expiration date. You should never be willing to die for someone who wouldn't die for you unless it is a child. For a child only knows how to live and be merry. Let the children play and let them not understand their world until they are ready, he said.
Kansas is not in us anymore, Dorothy.
It's hard to root for the good guy when the bad guy is so good. Just divide the bastard from the hero and have the man, he said. Give up your table for the man in the Santa suit. He is drunk and just wants to remain warm. The children have all been bad this year. So give the presents to all those who fought the wars, scorching the planet so I can eat meat, so I can procreate and destroy, killing my brother so I could die at home in a cell made of bamboo and strangers, he said.
The last judge will sentence humanity to death for the murder of the mother and the torture of the father. Our concrete suffocates her. He is manacled to our wrists.
Believe the one who lies. That truth is more creative. Tight ropes were made for high hopes and the values of circuses past, he said.
There goes another memory, and there goes another. There goes one more memory. There is no net to catch them. Poets writing for writers.
No, you are made from scraps and sparks, whittled down from a tree of stone, made a door wedge or a weight for papers. Set down your heavy worthless, survive and revive, he said. You gain what you lose. We make that which makes us. The organs play on and on. The priest burns the sermon to read selections of Playboy by its light, he said.
Elephants are drowning in trumpets.
Then we sat and learned and laughed and loved for the first time. Then we cried, holding each other until the garbage men came for their collection plate.
And a planet of dogs shall lead them.
At the dump we made new rags from old cardboard and sang until the hungry dogs came. Until there were only 2 of us left, he said. We made children from our parents' styrofoam. The hungry dogs came for them, so we killed them one at a time, ate their flesh, wore their skins, sold their bones at flea markets. The garbage men brought more people. The dogs will come again, he said. Our children's children will hunger for theirs, he said.
And a planet of dogs shall lead them. And a planet of dogs shall lead them.
Thank you. Our candidates this evening, myself included, we come from various walks of life, and the next candidate I'm going to bring to the stage, vying for a piece of you, is Johnny McCrae from BC, from Vancouver and Victoria, simultaneously. It's weird. He's got long legs, so you know. And he is here. He is vying for a space in your cold feet. He wants to be the minister of your cold feet. He wants to make sure that when you jump, you dive. If you go in feet first, that's fine, but make sure you submerge yourself completely. He wants you to immerse yourself in yourself, and he's really hoping that you're paying attention to all the things that make you, you. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your candidate, Johnny McCrae.
So coming from BC, submerging yourself is also often known as just walking outside. And in that spirit, I must say that the only thing I hate about the rain is all the people with their umbrellas. It's not so much that they make walking anywhere dangerous for tall people, nor is it the fact that they feel the need to stop in bus doorways and storefronts to pop open the rain shields or give them a wet dog shake. No, it's for all of their apparent utilitarian value. Umbrellas are an invention of the too good for the weather. A walking statement that unlike the rest of us sorry animals slogging through life being beaten into the ground, umbrella carriers have risen above nature, and that is to say that umbrellas are a symbol of class warfare. And I get it. People want to look good and feel comfortable, and, sodden clothes and scraggly hair is conducive to neither good looks nor comfort. But every time I see somebody walking with an open umbrella under an awning, I want to tell them, it's true, they don't look like shit, but they do look like an asshole.
And now a word from our sponsor.
The world constantly barks its best buys at us, hoping to coax the thrifties among us to pay heed and feed the meter. The smoking gun has aimed itself at our visual cortex, branding our clear vision. We are but players in a game which has thrown out the maxim of buyer beware. There is no specific crest or credo to which anyone adheres. Our shared worlds become a chaos pad, oscillating armies of information into every possible spin. People, we are no rolling stone. We gather the moss of meta-marketing with almost every breath we take. The net flips into new positions, clamoring to get an idea of what's really going on. It's time to come out of our shell. The world is not a value village thriving on our Insta-loans when the cash stops. Think different. Peel slowly and see. You'll love what's inside. And if you start to despair while unpacking these illusions, take a moment to remember the song Sam sung. It's been a long, long time coming, and I know a change is gonna come. Yes, it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next candidate who is on stage with us this evening hails from Victoria, BC as well, and has spent a lot of time traveling, telling people about his goal in life, and that is to become minister, or the liver minister, and that is to make sure, one, that you're imbibing enough alcohol, and two, that you are that if you need it to be a filter, he can help you do that, and if you don't want it to filter anything, he can also help you do that. But he also wants to emphasize that not only is he the liver minister in terms of your organ, but that you that it's the active part of live, that you are the liver, if you know what I mean. He is also the captain of hugs and the king of mine and Johnny's heart. We hope you vote for him. Please welcome Shane Avec Y.
Oh me, oh my. Thank you all so much for being here with us this evening. Thank you, everybody involved with having this. I would like to have a non-denominational holy moment with you all, if I may, as part of my campaign platform. And I would like to dedicate it to the collapsed fisheries of the East Coast and the collapsing fisheries of the West Coast. Because you need to go, you need to know, you need to go, check it out, they're dying. No, but you need to know. My cod is a vengeful cod, an angry cod, but a merciful cod, a loving cod. For we are all cod's children. We are all one under cod, so strive to be cod-like. But you must allow cod into your hearts, lest you suffer the wrath of cod, for there is only one cod, and cod only knows what will happen if you worship false gods. So may cod be with us. Forsaken are the codless, damned be those that forsake cod, cod who died from our sins, cod who will come again, for we are all cods. Cod has many faces, but there is only one cod. So go with cod. Ask cod for guidance. Pray to cod. Cod the father, the mother of cod, and the shoaly coast. For cod will show us the way. If we listen to cod, if we walk with cod, if cod swims at our side, then cod answers our prayers, so in cod we trust. Confess your sins to cod. Ask cod to forgive your transgressions. Cod Almighty, cod the Creator, the one true cod. But there are those who would say that cod is dead, or that there is life after cod. Listen not to these uncodly heathens! They do not know cod in their hearts! Cod will smite them! Bow your head to cod. Look not upon the cod head. Take not God's name in vain. Say only, God bless. God bless. God bless. Ain't enemy. Oh, it was pretty efficient, wasn't it?
So just to help us spread the mission of Dambassadorship,
Dambassadorialism.
Dambassadorialism.
Oh.
I want to eat some Dambassadoritos.
What about the Dad Ambassadorialism? Anyway, tangent.
We bring to you one of our most effective diplomatic weapons, so we would like you to please welcome to the stage a good friend of ours, the words of R.C. Wislowski. This is about the no. The big no! The big no we all know before the let go and slippage into forging. You are Beauty Bobo. Yeah. You be shrugging. You be shaking. You be contemplating to talk me down, and no way, not never, not me, but it's okay. Me
Boom boom bounces, hugs for you, Eddie.
Cause I too once knows the feeling of the fearsome. Once time teeth me so deep it be my only taste, and slipped so hard into the fortune I did I? Deep down into the believing thing of lock me up and tight and ready, scrambling with the fistful never leaves me at the Van Gogh starry, so much so that my hand some and then some did block the bitty bang bang of their light. It was very scary for my own self, and the seems like always will be. But the gay thing is, the forgin's just a forgin. Tain't no goodbye grievin', just a temporary stop me now of not so strong. Cause stretching out in the now time of let me loose and ever spreadin' beds the whisper that the chat logic, what's that? Can't keep quiet. You are Beauty Bobo.
What's that?
You are Beauty Bobo.
What's that?
Yeah. Cynical times.
Maybe.
Kinda.
Sorta.
Bits and pieces.
Here and there.
But what are you gonna do? Drop in! You gotta get a key to put the hoe back in Jehovah. Gotta get a key to put the hoe back in Jehovah. Get it down.
Get it dirty.
And get it on. Set to rest all the lies about yourself you got so stunk on believing. Listen, there is no golden banana.
There is no horse of tomorrow.
And that grief case of gimme, gotta get, you seem so eager to not set down well, it's just full of castrated rabbits still trying to breed the Tom Thumb foot me under of bugger, you're a bad one. Cause the Capriccios captured love and set our hearts in heavy water. Taught the drip things in our eye bits they be drowned in when they open. Scaredy placing everybody into the quiet bidness of not be trusting. I say, too much of what they've told us is a lie. So make the love thing with the source place of there we go and here I come from, tongue throbbing past the father, standing naked as the son. You are Beauty Bobo. You are Beauty Bobo. You are Beauty Bobo.
They're not lying. You guys are Beauty Bobo. We're all Beauty Bobo. That's a tough one to muster. Now, what I'd like to do for you guys right now is leave you feeling maybe like a little kid again. This is a lullaby for you. Go back to when you were little. And if you can't, then think about your kids and their kids. And just know that you're loved. Sleep, babies, sleep. And while you're doing just that, we'll be pretending to work on a world where you'll have no worries. Every generation before us promised us something they couldn't achieve, something that wasn't theirs to offer. They gave us their word and they promised that this world would get better. They told us that it would get better. So the only logical promise we can make right now is that it won't, at least not yet. Because change is something that takes time. lots and lots of time. For every 100 years of war, we should offer up an hour of serenity and redemption. This will not be easy. We'll be handing you a difficult task, a hardened journey, and billions of souls just as lost as we were. Maybe you won't be, but you've got to champion all the colors of the world in all of its forms. Cheer for the color of your neighbor, the same way you'd marvel at the blue sky. Hold on to their skin as you would a cherished memory, because skin is like time, and we should wear it well, every single one of us. And see what you can do about coming together. I know it sounds silly, but I assure you it is not. We're so near a stage that seemed impossible 100 years ago. Imagine what your great-great-grandparents would think of your world. Imagine what they feared. Look inside yourself and try not to be afraid of love, loss, and life. Do not fear what is different. Difference and danger are two very separate things. Try to replace fear with celebration. Tell fear to go away, because this world will teach you to fear all the very wrong things. The fewer people you hurt, the better you will feel. Try your best and your hardest to move minds and mountains. You have a lot of work ahead of you. I know this because we're trying our best and our hardest with everything and thought and thriving love we have and know. We are not alone in these, because we know so many people who want what we all want. And it's a peace that is so simple, so thorough and light, and it cannot be stopped if everyone tries a little hard. And I don't want to believe it is too late for us, but it isn't too late for you. While these hopeful words push through unpredictable ages, I challenge you to push yourselves. And this must be a lasting challenge to remind everyone that while it might seem so far away, there is a lasting peace. So sleep, little ones. Sleep, you working babies, you loving souls, you fantastic creatures stressing over taxes and death. Sleep now and sing yourself awake to a new way, a just world. Fight for your truest self. Love your truest self. Live up to who you really are. Fight for the ones who cannot. Fight, live, fight, laugh, fight, love, fight, fight, fight. Thank you, Calgary. We love you. We hope you vote for us, but be sure to vote for yourselves first. Thank you, and good night.